All right, we are live. Hello, hello, everybody. Let me prompt everybody on social media and so on. Let's see. Wanted a general. How is everybody doing? Let me know in the chat so I know I'm not talking with bots. So we have Slack covered, and now off to our many discords, many meaning two. It seems to be the usual. There we go. So a lot of things happening. Those of you who are more discernible will see that bit of a chaos in the back. I'm preparing to leave this tonight, or this night specifically, for Cyprus for a conference, and also to recover from my whooping cough. So it's still hurting. Let me lower this a little bit so I can show you. So right over here, hurts to breathe and do a lot of other things. So let me keep this. So as the title suggests, today will be all about migrating to Meteor 3. Let me check this. Hello there, Fabio. Let me check. I have another application that I was just deploying, but now that is good. I'll move to my main application, which is much more complex, which is Meteor Universe. And we'll get right into it. Let me just get here a little bit of that. So let's see, how am I going to set things up? Also, we got our election. Yeah, so we have European elections coming up. So I got here my voting booths, and yeah, we have 30 parties trying to, or like organizations, or sometimes like coalitions trying to get into the European Parliament. It's a lot of, I don't know, maybe some, I would maybe call it a fun, because as you can see, some of the parties right here just like write out their entire manifesto out here, which I very much dislike. But for the smaller parties, it's pretty much the only way how they can get attention. So that will be something I need to look into, who to vote for, or because it's start with all these socialists and similar ilk to be afuera, and then I'll take it from there. But let's not bother with unconsequential stuff or not important stuff here. We are here for Meteor, so let's get started where we left off last time. So it's been quite a while. I've been, of course, working on this as much as possible. So let's go to over here. And one of the big things I did since last time was trying to upgrade to Storybook 8, which did not go entirely as I could say wished. It's not working properly yet, but I think it's just a minor thing that I need to fix. And as you can see here, I have added Babel plugin React compiler, which is an experimental new feature that's, I would say, highlighting an issue I have front-end wise. So I will be going into that. And since I'm also using React 19, I need to force my dependencies, because some of the dependencies, peer dependencies, have issues, and the new npm, as you can see here, all those issues with the peer devs. Oops. Sometimes it just will not play nice. And of course, most of these have, up to 18, and if it doesn't have 19, it goes all crazy. So what is the issue here? Oh, I don't have the proper version of the compiler because I did a mistake in my upgrades. So let me grab the proper version. If you are using React, I would highly recommend you to give this a try. Also, take a look at the talk from ReactConf, what they were. There we go, one number missing. What they were saying about it, how they showcased it. I think the biggest benefit of that is the primary benefit is memoization. So it memoizes components that are properly set up, that can be memoized. I'll show you in just a moment how that works. So, and it is really nice because it also shows you in the DevTools, and I'll show you what my problem is. So, it should have been long enough, I think, for people. So, hello, everybody. If you are joining me for the first time, my name is Jan Dvorak, aka Storyteller, Storyteller CZ on GitHub and other social media. And today will be, I'll be coding and trying to upgrade as much of my application to Meteor 3 as possible. It's already running Meteor 3, but there's still a lot of work to do because it's especially in packages, which are quite a bit of a issue. So, but first, showing some new React magic. As you can see here, these. Let's see. Can I? Yes, I can increase the size of my DevTools. So it will then show you, this has been autonomized by React compiler, which is good because it then it can then touch components that you cannot touch, like here the Apollo provider, or the Apollo component, which inside has Apollo provider, and here my suspense component and so on, which also then shows me here that I can then probably go in and probably work better at memoizing that one manually if needed be, but in most cases, the machine memoization is going to be much more efficient. So what has been my pain and lately, besides trying to go into all the packages and fixing them for Meteor 3, which some of the results you might see that I occasionally, how should I say it? Occasionally, publish a new version or new beta version of some package. By the way, let me see if I can show you. We do have, let's see, yes, packages here. This is on the Slack, community Slack, and if you go there, this is pretty much a stream of what is, what has been just updated. So you can see on Sunday, I've released a new version of collection hooks, or version 2 beta 1. So that's part of my work, even though in this case it's just me publishing of somebody other working on it. And the good thing, at least for me, is as far as I can say, this has reached a point where it works for me, and I am happy with it. Also, going through this, I realized that the idea of having integrating collection hooks into the core just by taking the package and putting it into Meteor Core was a wrong approach. I think we need a better solution, because this is like really monkey patching, and I think if it's done properly with the hooks, or there's like a specific package that really helps with hooks internally, then that's going to be much more better solution maintenance wise and also performance wise, because there is a lot of monkey patching, I would say, or not necessarily like monkey patching, but lot of stuff that I think is a bit over the top. So having a better core solution that's part of the collections or the Mongo package would be much better. So that's on there. Let me quickly check here what. Yes, so Nacho is asking about pretty much what I want to show here, everybody. So I have been running into I don't know how to say. Let me actually right now check. So trying to do here. So right now nothing is refreshing. Everything is happy. And then so let's start this, and I will add here string test. Let's see if and see I can set timers inside a simulation. So now I stop that, and even like here I can see what's happening, what has been like. You can see all the re-renders of, and you can see here specifically what has re-rendered and how that works. So this one is something that I will be heavily using going forward. And in the application, and wow, there's a lot of stuff. So usually, it's hooks have changed, and then you have properties changing and all that stuff. So this is the first problem that I have been running into. And if we look at the console, of course, once it catches it, then that's so. This is an issue in somewhere in use tracker, and we can actually click it and see it. unless I now find my development tools. That can sometimes happen, sadly. And I have actually, that's a different issue. We actually have similar issue here, but I think this one is a bit different. So, so this is the issue, and in general, like, for me previously, fixing this issue when I got it was to move to suspense. But the thing is, if I move this component to suspense, I get a very, it looks like, the development tools have died. Not really sure. This happens when I click on the code there, so I'm not exactly sure. So this is something that has been happening. So if I move this to suspense, okay, hopefully we can reopen this. No. I have that example, I believe, over at feedback issues. And now the entire component is fried. So, yikes, what is happening here? The issue here is this use tracker, which is suspended. So we start with a name, then we have the function, which here is find one async. And if we don't find it, we return, or if we don't have that, we return null, or otherwise it's username display. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I think I grabbed the code for React Meteor data over here, so I can experiment or actually see it. And yes, I cannot see because the thing is, I would have preferred to use. Yikes! This is an issue. I have also trying a different linter, which are prettier. Not exactly, but that one also sometimes causes issue. But again, a bit ahead of myself. So because with use find is find, but I just want find one, and so that one is that has kind of been used in the tracker, and that's apparently a problem. Find one async. Since I'm on a client, I can probably get with just find one. Let's try this change over here. Let's go back. Actually, close the tools. And let's try it with this, with just the synchronous version. Oh, we actually saw here for a little bit the issues. So string test 2. Nope. Still the same issue, so which might also mean that might not be necessarily there. And let me see here, guys. How are you doing? Let me know if what you're thinking, or if you have any specific questions on specific package you would like to look me at. I have about half an hour before we do, or like 40 minutes before we do a break, and after that I will have like another half an hour. I'll have to cut this today short because I still need to finish packing for my trip. Wrong window. So I think this is going to help us much. Now, Mimo use tracker 214. So 214. Yes, this is the Meteor.defer. Let me check here off screen. Oh, actually, no, I should probably move that on screen for you guys. So wait, 3 docs. Let me see if we have any defer. We have any new defer execution of a function to run asynchronously in the background. Yes. So apparently, so that's correct. And there is a lot of how should I say, a lot of workarounds here for earlier versions of React. So because you kind of need to sync in the life cycles and then how tracker works, and that will be something I hope in the next week I will get more into tracker to figure out how it works, which tracker is kind of one of the backbones of Meteor, so that I really need to get more into that. So a lot of workarounds. So that said, let me actually post here with React 19, which I'm using here. I kind of posted a question if we should maybe consider removing some of the old workarounds and cut a major version that starts with React 19 and so that we don't have to worry about a lot of these old things. There's also some interesting things going on. I will be actually, after this, I will be doing a pre-recording video for the Friday show, going over some of that. So tune in on Friday for more of a summary of all the other things, or you can read it on the link that I've posted in the chat. So now then, question for me is if I should, what should I consider doing here? So it's minimized, and that we have the defer. Let's check here the not profile components, because we know it's happening in around this component. So username display is the stuff. Okay, here we go. So that one is username display ID is getting memorized. Come on. And there's something wrong with it, apparently. So in this case, it's yes, because this component right now is erroring out. It's like a very also see this like these looping things. I think it might be because of a strict mode, but let's see if we can get over here now. So there is something in this component that's not happy. I do have suspense on the entire thing, which is also the error boundary. as well. It has that included in that component. So there is, what can we do here? How can we manage this? So feed post. I wish it would. Yeah, so a lot of memorization. It will kind of show me the memorization here. Automatic, but hopefully it will be in the new versions. And then we have the username display, which should be working fine because that should be, for the most part, yeah, that's correct. So yeah, we have the profile here, all that stuff. So username display ID. Back to our main issue here. So I am tempted to do here use find. Which sadly doesn't include it manually, so use find from that. And let's see, so that's files collection, and now we define here the ID. We add here limit 1 just to kind of get it thinking, or so just only finds that one and we are happy. Let's comment the previous out. Let's name this profiles, and const profile is profiles 0. So that's my little hack to see if it's just the use tracker usage or something in use tracker that's done improperly. And we shall see. Let's make sure that we reload this, that there's no issue. We can close the tool, so it's a bit faster. Use find test, moment of truth. And there we have a confirmation that it's something in my use tracker usage. What is the name of the bug again? Yes, can set timers. Error. And let me reference this here. So let's see. Let me add it here. All hooks are suspense versions. So let's put that in. let's make sure to remove all of this. I do this. I don't get the error. Boom. So we do have a workaround. I would say it's not necessarily a optimal one. And I do. Let's see, there is one more idea that I got is to remove the dependency. I need to return the use tracker here. How annoying. So let's see maybe if this one without the dependency, if that one doesn't work better. No, but that actually makes it even worse, as you can see. Let's reload to just to double check. Yeah. No, you can see it's something strange is going on here completely. Let me quickly catch it with the profile. And yeah, you can see it's reloading like crazy. And this is interesting. This is, as you can see here, going like all the way to the top. But normally the change comes in this much later on here, down here. It's happening up here, the account provider. Oops. Let's jump here. On hook, it says hook 4 has changed. So that's hook 1. I guess this is hook 2. This is hook 3. And here we go, hook 4. So if you are guys more better versed with hooks or use FX, you can probably, and tracker, you can probably help me out here. Kind of remember I copied this from the use user, I believe, hook code and adjusted it for profiles collection that I use here. And this one just starts spiraling out. And I have two competing theories. Number one, that this is something wrong in this code. That's, here it said that there is, but it just complains. It complains that it doesn't have specify all the dependencies, which let's try helping it set profile and profile ID and update it at. So profile ID and profile updated at. That's a I think okay, so now it makes the And I have this error here issue again. Apologies. So let me let me just run this because this seems to have gotten unset, which so what does it says here? Hopefully that has fixed this bug, but it might have to be something here. All right. So let's return to where we were. So we've tweaked it with all these required, or at least what biome, which is what I'm using here, has told me to do. So let's return and hopefully check this out. Okay. So let's reload. Okay. I think still need to really tweak, especially the memory now usage and everything, because I think it's not working as it should. Or okay, so this something has gotten even worse here. And come on. What's going on here? And gonna finish off the thought before I forget. Either probably something wrong with my code there, as we have seen, or second, or especially in this, as it starts, continuously reloading. Potentially, I'm thinking with there might be some issue with publish composite, that in combination to what the React is doing with the hooks, with subscribing, that there might be something that we have missed when upgrading it to Meteor 3, which might cause something related to the user collection, or in this case also profiles collections, because for this element it's kind of using it as well. That's might cause it a reset or something along those lines. But now that we have supposedly fixed these, not working, so let's try a full restart to see if this is going to work. It's usually a bit delay when the browser opens and when the app actually is finished. So still building. Now it's building for the web browser. Okay, come on. Yes, now we are working. Okay, so wow, this is interesting. It is. Let's try to revert this. Just to you. Let's see. Let's get rid of these and just have the user ID there, which comes from the use user ID. It's going to complain. And I think that I really would like to figure out in the future, and hopefully as I prepare for my talk in Poland, I'll be able to figure out some sort of a nice working universal hook or something that's going to, or so, like in this context, that's going to be able to fetch into context some data that you kind of want to keep, in this case profiles data, and allow you to access it via the context, and so that you don't have these issues that I have here. Okay, so now that we remove it, it loads. Getting more and more interesting. These warnings are related to styled components, so it's not that important. That's something I just have to sit down and do a lot of robotic fixes. And yeah, so we run on our happy. Got the feeling that the dev tools are too much. Just again. And we have the timer. So did we? Yes, because we have not returned this to how it used to. So I'm going to return this to use find, because at this point, important part is to get it to the finish line so I can release it, and then I can iterate and improve. So, and yeah, once refreshed, it works great. Let's try to go to the feedback, and I think issues. Let's refresh this just in case. Okay. And the issue is that here I also get, because I'm using publish composite, maybe not. Let's see. Addition test. Please don't mess me. And so far, we are good. Nothing major. Let's go in here. Looks fine. The style is a bit off, but that's part of the another update. So as you've seen previously, it suddenly starts, re-rendering like crazy and doing other things. Given that, at least for right now, fix, moving from use tracker to use find has fixed the issue. That seems that it has been something probably with use tracker and similar. So if we go to here to the account suspense, we do have to be careful. I also want to add here, I'll have to figure out a nice, better way, because this kind of needs to rerun when there's a different subscription. It's also different on that, and since it's suspended, be nice if I have the subscription handled above, but that's I will have to really go more into the weeds of this, which is not something I like doing, because I am, despite being programmer, everything, I prefer to I'm more of building applications and all that stuff, and I don't want to get too much into these technical stuff because I think there are much smarter people than me to manage that and build that, and I prefer to build application and features with all those tools. So if I have to go into it, then I'm not usually very happy, and it means that we have a major issue. So if anybody wants to take this on and upgrade the React packages for or Meteor React packages for React 19, please go ahead, or at least contribute to the discussion that I have opened up. So that links for that, if you are on YouTube or Twitch, are in the comments. So yeah, any new additions or stuff like that is appreciated. Okay, let's quickly take a look here. Okay, I am happy here. We've closed these. If we have anything new happening on GitHub, I saw the area kit rate earlier. So okay, just improving JS docs. That makes me always happy. And we have new version of Hono. So let's quickly check on that one. JSR. Oh, okay, so that's the new JavaScript registry, which is another thing. Could say a PSA. That if you don't have you should get your what should we call it? Namespace reserved there at the very least. So I have my add storyteller, so I have to add this CZ. That makes me super happy. And I think I might get a few more of my scopes that I traditionally use for the future registered as well. I haven't tried it with Meteor yet, but all in due time. So support JSR. It's mostly for Dino at this point. I don't think we have seen it outside of it, but again, might be interesting to integrate. Yeah, quite a big update. Looking forward to use Hono hopefully in some future project, maybe in combination with Meteor, hopefully. So let me quickly check here on collection hooks, which is important. Okay, so it's just we have a major breaking change there. That fine hook is not going to work, and some other as well. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Grapher needs updates, so I'll have to check on that later this week, probably on the weekend. I don't think I will get earlier to that. This is beyond me. Ray 5 fix. That's okay. So everybody agrees. So let's merge that and release that. Oh, this is another big for issue. Oh, that's I don't realize how many we have. So 1394. Let's just add it here and be happy. This is my other word. And another Ray-Fi things here. I should cover this one also, cover wide range of cases. So yeah, I'll leave that to those guys who are smarter than me to fix that. And I'm already dreading what at work they are trying to get me to do again. And this is actually a new feature, I think, correctly. Yes. So there is an option to do like a project reset without losing the database. So that's going to be Meteor 3. Pretty excited about that. With that, we have our notifications fixed, and we fixed these issues. So what you will probably do, since, okay, let me remove the Meteor data since I'm not really changing anything there. I'm not brave enough to do that. So that's going to change that. And the same thing for accounts. I'm trying to reduce the size of my packages folders. As you can see, it's quite heavy, a lot of stuff there. Preferably there would be like maximum 5 packages there. Well, let me quickly check if I'm still using Picker. I think let's check in my app. Okay, so there's still one usage of that one is in the fast render library, and in some Apologies, I realized I was muted for some reason. That's strange. You need to tell me, guys, if something like this happens. I usually notice it in chat. Was I muted for long, or was it just right now something happened? Oh, nope. It's over here. Okay, so just in case I was there for a longer time, I have been working here on so that making sure that the new web app handlers, the Express app, is working as it should, migrating from Picker. The biggest thing was that the function, of course, is request response. It doesn't. The first parameter is not params as it was in Picker, but if you do request.params, it's it works. So now I'm trying to get what I'm trying to get working here is the 404. So let me just change here to some random stuff. Okay, so not found. That one works. And I think this one is still here because there's a cache. Yikes. We do have here. We do have here an issue with my name with the special characters. So that one is, let's see, where's this? Blog.name, blog.description, and author. Array. Let's see. I think what I need to do here is HTML, also decode. Let's try. Make sure this, or it's going to go crazy. I always forget if it's HTML decode or encode. So if I have put it here, let's hope that that's going to work. But I don't have to. No, I will probably have to open the new private window. 17:07, that's the current time. HTML encode is the other. So let's try that. try if that's going to fix the issue. No, that makes it worse. So this one, it's the correct one. It is supposed to be decode. But let me check here. Let me actually do it over here a bit earlier. It's HTML decode. And see if maybe that's going to work. So this one is cached properly. Yikes, that one is not working, but here we see it's fine. So why are we not getting it properly here? Makes one wonder. So even without that, let's see if I add. Yeah, it's decoded. Everything is fine. So, wait, there was this function called encode URI component. It's for the URI. So that one is strange. Let's see. Does anybody know about RSS special characters? RSS with and special characters and symbol. Section lacks clarity regarding whether HTML is permitted in elements. Okay, so they are mostly asking here about HTML stuff. Okay, so for ampersands and the brackets, and this is some old stuff. Well, the question is, what about the reader, RSS reader if RSS reader is going to be able to do that? So let me get here my Thunderbird, a lot of spam, but it also has a RSS reader, if I can remember how to add it in. Account settings. Add feed account, yes. you so okay. Okay, so I just need to change a little bit else. So come on. So I've added it here. Let's see, get messages, and it did not get the messages. Problem is, it's from localhost. Yes, because I'm getting it from localhost, and I'm wondering if that is it. Settings. It's localhost. So what if let's since it's also online, let's see, validate. Connection refused. What? Okay, oh, that's online. So wait, where did that setting go? Okay, let's try. Again, HTTPS. Let's see, verify the feed. That seems to be happy and updated. Let's do a validation here. But we can, I think, close this. Name or service, not now. Okay, I'll have to resolve that. Let's see if we can get something. We cannot get anything. Not the RSS style that we want. So let's do this validation again. Yikes. Okay, now it's getting something. Site URL. It's been such a long time since. Okay, so we are missing a few things here, apparently. Missing child element link. So RSS example express. Let's finish these things up. Transform, no. Show me RSS feed with node. XML. So this is not. So generate RSS Express. so Express and Jade. I'm happy that there's like RSS generator, but it's, shouldn't be that complicated. To get that going, because I'm mostly interested in, I just want the RSS stuff. Yeah, this is useless. I'm sorry, but it's all nice, and it's just pushing extra libraries. And I think this really should be simple. As yes, here you have that. Actually, I'm using anything here? No, just XML to JS, but that's for something else. Or is it? Yeah. So yeah, that's build the RSS. Here, I create the articles, everything. Here I have the channel. Feed underscore URL site. Let's see if we can get the RSS standard. RSS. Oh, I just want the RSS structure actually. So and there is here. I want to just see an example. Okay, so let me see, where can I see? I think OMG Ubuntu has working one. Let's go here and let's put this together and compare it to what I have. So XML version that, then I have RSS, also version 2 Atom, which they don't have. Oh no, they have Atom there. They have the content, which is the same. And then we have the DC stuff, which they have as well. Then they have something for the web for comment API, which I don't do. Something for syndication, I don't do. That maybe something to look into. Then they have something for /geo RSS. Okay. So then we have the channel, which I here have title, description, and link. They do here two things. They have interesting. So it has here, we have the link, you have the URL, you have Atom link. Quite a lot of extra stuff here. I have here the feed URL and then the site underscore URL, which, let's see. I think instead of site URL, I can do the link in here, which should make it simpler. And looking back here on these things, yeah, apparently I need the Atom link here as well. Not sure why it's. 'Cause, 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 Okay, so webmaster should be email address. And a lot of other stuff. It's like the feed underscore is like the old format. Interesting. Let's see what we can do here. No, that did not help. Let's try here. Atom. Where was it? Atom link. And let's quickly check it over here. So the last thing I'll try, and then I'll get back to Meteor 3. No, that's the wrong one over here. Ooh. That's a tough one. Okay, I don't think I will be able to with what I currently have here. The build with the builder. So I have XML to JS builder here. Figure this one out, but at least. Yeah, so I guess I have to put this on my to-do list to improve. At least a little bit. And it might be also potentially an issue of this package just being too old. But now at least I know how to verify it, and yeah, we can be happy. So that's something annoying that I have to fix. And I see I have here a little bit of other things. So let me keep that for later. Okay, so we actually, apologies, I went overtime with this than I have wanted. Well, it's partially fixed. I need to fix this even further to follow the standards. And with that, I think now looking at this, the issue that's messing up my special characters and everything might be the XML to JS library in some fashion that might be trying to do stuff. So, but in general, it's working. I just need to make sure that it has all the necessary stuff so I can get it in my Thunderbird. Fun times ahead, I hope. So let's jump back in here and let's see what other. Yikes. Oh, we have some error. Handle.stop is not a function. In a blog post publication, that's an app, and it's on line 215. And this has been, I think, if I think what it is, 215, yes. This is, oh, that's interesting. That's a new one. Handle. So What I'm doing here is I'm using observe changes. So this one is something I have not yet explored with Meteor 3. Let's first of all, let's check the handle. See what are the functions there. And figure it out. So we have this, and okay. It's a promise? Is that correct? That would make sense if it's a promise. Let's try to resolve it. Handle. No, it shouldn't be. Makes no sense. Or maybe it has changed here that because the live query handle. So meteor.live query handle. Wait, do I have a meteor here? I want the definition. Which one though? Yikes. Let's try this. And damn it, where was I? Live query handle is the one. Live. Yeah, it has here the stop. Handle.stop. So why is it not on there? Why is it a promise? Which cannot. Let's try this inside this async function. When we actually get the onStop call, what does the handle look in there? Well, it has a lot more stuff. We actually have it. It looks like more like a sub. This is pretty deep meteor-wise. So I have to look on into documentation. Oh, there, I'll close it. If there is anything new. This on stop, this not really. You call the observe or observe change in publish handler. This is the place to stop the observers. Okay, here we go. For each to iterate over map, iterate and observe async. observe changes async to register callbacks when set to matching document changes. Cursors also implement iteration protocols. So I call the async one what's going to happen? I have no idea. Publish, I might go here for just to make it async as well. Async await. Exciting, new depths of Meteor that I did not know already. Let's reload. Still doesn't have it, so stop. Added, change, removed. Those are the internal ones that I'm using here. That's fine. Damn. Let's try it like this. Oh, did we not get the error? No, we did not. Is it handle.stop? Okay, that might be. I need async here for this. So let's rebuild everything. And if we don't get an error after I refresh the page, then that's another migration point fixed. No error, and the page loads. Well, would you look at that? So I guess I need to now check all my observed changes. Probably like that. And go to the async one and do await. So async function, await, observe changes async. Done. And there we go. Now it's more happy. Let's see. Benefit, or not benefit, but the good thing about publications is that if they are async or not, Meteor takes care of that. So you don't have to worry about about anything there. So you can just make it async and things will be happy. So we can get to the handle.stop. There, the question is if I even need that, but that's kind of how I learned it. So I'm trying to stick with that as much as possible until I learned, new information that tells me that I don't need it, or I delve more deeper into it. But in general, probably in most of these cases, given how observe changes async puts demand on the server, might be better, or in the future, especially like here in the blog post and stuff, like things that don't require to be reactive, I would probably change it to GraphQL, and I'll be most likely much happier with that, because this is not really the best approach, to be honest. I wouldn't call it anti-pattern, maybe in a certain respect. So wait, changes async. Okay. So guys, I will be closing this up because I need to get ready. So let me know if you have any questions about, anything here that's coming up. It'd be nice if you can write 30 into the chat to show me that you are still alive. So that's 30, and that you are human. So human check. Write 30 in the chat or comments later on, so that I know that I'm not talking just to bots as I finish this refactor here. And this should be the final one. Yay. So I think that is the biggest takeaway. So when you have unfind, when you have observe async in a publication, to wait it and synchronize the function, and yeah, and we should be good. So let's make sure that we push that into our things. So first of all, okay, remove local copy of fast, render, and picker. And I will have to get my password for this one time. Yay. Oh, come on. Meteor universe. Yes, that's the universe. So it should be this password. Okay, strange. Now then, initial fixes to RSS, blog feed. That was another thing that we did. And now here we go with, this is the publication fixes before, and that was observe. What was it again exactly, the name? Wait, this one is, no, this one doesn't have it. This one is a different, that was me trying something there. Unless I'm mistaken, so I'll have to revert that one. So let's go here to the feedback. No, where the heck are these changes? Here we go. A lot of noise from, oh, and I will have to disable in biome the trailing comma because that's a bit annoying. Observe changes. Publications. So let's commit that. Let's double check that I don't have any observe changes issues here. No, so I can discard changes, and let's see, it's not that big of a deal. I'll just push this as a, let's see what we did here. So this is all linting. It's definitely lint. A lot of linting stuff, but not everything. How are we going to put this? That's lint, that's lint. And then we get into more of the details. So lint fixes with some other minor fixes over here and there. And now then, let's see, here we have the username display fix that we did. And then I need to organize all my experiments with feed post and push that as well before I go, so that things are fine. Okay. Okay, so remove picker and collection hooks. So it's more stuff to remove, and then I need to get all these other ones sorted out better. For socialized packages, I have a lot of fixes in there, but I need to make them all nice and proper so that this is strange. So that it works fine. Yeah, this is not good. This time it did not load. Where are my articles? Okay, it looks like we'll have to be doing here. And oh, I'm missing the author here. Yeah, so all those publications and everything, all that will have to be looked at again. In this case, I think I will probably just migrate this all the way to GraphQL and not bother. But in this case, okay, let's do this last thing here. Back over here, and as a last thing, let's take a look at blogs. And I want to have, it's the post summary, I believe. Blog post author. Here we go. Okay, so this is, oh, this should be already, this partially. Okay, oh, that's interesting. So let us check what we are. What we are getting here in the post. Because there are like different options what you can get. Based on if it's, you know, organization, if it's personal blog, or if it's something else. There are like 3 options what this can become. And we didn't get, oh, because I am at the very top, so it doesn't work. So, or not, whatever. I'm actually an organization and group, which this is not. This is a personal blog. So go blog posts. And we only get the author ID. And post. So how do we figure out profile? Oh, this is wrong. This should be username display like that. Otherwise, we need to return div formatted message, and it will be username display ID, which was the one that we have been. And it's going to be here user ID. And once it refreshes, it should have done now. That's like another thing I noticed, that the hot module reloading is not as good as it used to be in Meteor 3. With props. Overloaded. That's a lot of errors. And it still did not work. So let's go again with the post. Oh, it might get stuck on this thing. So it will try to get the author profile, which is now a promise. So that's why, because I made. So I need to change this back. On my end. There we go. And if Meteor.is server, return this dot author profile async. This is the approach I'm taking for socialize packages update. We'll just create a new async version for the server. So that's still something I need to work on. I can do async like this. So that's what I wanted to do. And this should hopefully fix it. And also improve that little thing there. Okay, so that's that. And there we go. There it is. And I'll just remove the console log. And that's that. All right. So yeah, a lot of stuff, especially with the observe changes. We've learned a new thing about Meteor 3. That said, thank you very much for watching. If you like, kind of following these code togethers, I have them at least once a month, like these general ones. And I will actually, these are going to be my main domain until I can deploy Literal Universe as Meteor 3 applications without worries. So the migration is over. I publish all the necessary packages for everybody else to benefit. So that's what's going to be on. And after that, I will be potentially going back to focusing on things like I have GroundDB to look over. I think that's going to be end of the month, and I'll have one more coding session like this in 2 weeks. Nothing on Monday because I'll be away at the hotel, and I don't trust the hotel connections there to have a good quality stream. So I'd rather skip one and be done with that, and then have a better one next week after that. So that's what's coming up. So if you like this, you can help me, at least liking the video. That helps in the algorithm, commenting, all that stuff helps. Or if you would like, to really see me go and do more, I have a sponsorship page on GitHub, link in the chat, and in the description should be as well. So if you can, send me anything, extra my way, that will go a long way. in helping me focus more on open source and doing these kinds of things. With that, thank you very much for watching, and I will be seeing you hopefully in 2 weeks or on Friday if you watch the Meteor dispatches, which you should. It's not just Meteor, but of course heavily Meteor focused, but it's general JavaScript ecosystem and web development as well. And without further ado, once again, thank you very much and have a nice week.